Welcome to Quarter 2, Week 4B Points to Remember. This time you will graph and illustrate a linear function. When we say linear function, it has the form f of x or function of x is equal to mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. X here is a variable. Now, when we say linear function, the degree of the linear function is 1. It means the highest exponent of the variable must be 1. Here, the x variable is in the first degree, or it has a degree of 1. Since we can't see any number as an exponent, we considered that the exponent of x here is 1. Next, the graph of a linear function is always a straight line. Let's have these examples. If the linear function has a positive slope, the graph increases from left to right. For the second, if the linear function has a negative slope, the graph decreases from left to right. And if the slope is equal to 0, the graph is a horizontal line. Now it is parallel to x-axis. And we can graph a linear function using the following. First one, we have domain and range. Second, table of values. Third, we can use intercepts. So we have x-intercept and y-intercept. And last, we can use slope and y-intercept. Now we can move to activity 1. It is entitled Linear Function or Not. Determine whether the function is linear or not. Write L if linear and end L if not, given the rule. Write also the slope. So we have for here, for number 1, f of x is equal to 3x plus 7. So let's look at the given. We have m and we have b. And of course, we have the variable x. Therefore, this is an example of linear function because x here has a degree of 1 or it is in first degree. It means wala po siyang exponent other than the invisible 1. Next, for the second example, f of x is equal to x. This is also an example of linear function because the variable here has a degree of 1 and we have also y-intercept here, but it is equal to 0. For the third, this is also an example of linear function. We have m, negative 6, and b, negative 2. And of course, the variable here is in first degree. And for the last, we have negative f of x is equal to negative 4x squared minus 9. This is not a linear function because the variable x here is not in first degree. This is in second degree, or the degree here is 2. Now, we will identify the slope. For number 1, the slope here is 3. Whatever number beside x, that is the slope. And for the second, we have 1. Of course, if we saw a variable, there is an automatic numerical coefficient which is 1. And for the third example, we have negative 6. And since number 4 is not a linear function, there is no slope. So we have no slope. Okay, now you're ready to answer your activity 1.